I will do a test once I finish recording and getting the video out. Will you start? Why do we start every video with a domestic? I just want to play my League One playoffs, probably not get promoted, and then I can spend the entire rest of the day doing the transfer window. That's all I want. So I'll do the LFT once I've gone out. Yes?
You live your dreams, Mike.
Good, now that's sorted. League One playoffs against Reading. Let's just get on with it. I definitely did not just cough there off of camera. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Non League to Champions League with me, Mikero Munch, half fit, because yeah, my voice might crack at any given moment. Some of you may find that a blessing. Today, like I said, we have League One playoffs, and we are taking on Reading, which makes me very, very sad, because our record against Reading is pretty poor. We haven't beaten them once, so... For a bit of context, on the final day, we drew against Rotherham 1-1, and that has seen us finish 5th, which means obviously that we do take on. Joining us in the playoffs, Oxford and Charlton. Again, not brilliant records against them. It's been a very good year, though. We weren't obviously expected to get anywhere near this, but our recent lack of goals and lack of defensive capability has seen us slide down into 5th when there was a chance we could have got actually promoted. It's a bit gutting, but on with the first leg. It's at the new lodge, so hopefully we get a positive result here. The biggest news is that there is no news, and by that I mean everyone is fit, willing and ready to go. So, lineup is as follows. Butland is in goal, Yeston Hughes, Tizard, Okoro and Burns are making up the back four. I've gone right to left this time, so left to right, mixing it up. And then in the middle, it's as usual, Sese, Shabani and Mundle, with Willie Bremner on the right, Katia Kiarte still playing in that left wing role, and Barry McDonnell leading the line up front. I need Barry to turn up big time in these. As you can imagine, I'm not feeling massively confident ahead of this game, but I have told the boys, let's go out there and get revenge against Reading. Hopefully we can. Maybe. Their team is exceptionally good. They're way too good to be in this division, and frankly I find this all a little bit unfair. They also had a very good end to the season, which is making me feel even worse. They've got Cham at the back, Vandenberg, George Saville is in there. Hughes, go ball to Bremner. Come on, mate, put in a good ball. Bremner, back post towards Kiarte, he heads it. Used to be a Reading player, don't forget, so it would mean a lot to him to score against his old club. But he hasn't, and we continue. Oh, hello, Mansell Shabani. Oh my god, Bremner's missed a sitter. As me and Nabby have a domestic over lunch. There's a lot of that going around at the moment.
It's a lot calmer, really, isn't it?
To be fair, our home form recently has actually been the thing that's letting us down. Away from home, we've been a lot better, but at home, it's not been a pleasant experience at the new lodge in recent weeks. And it's been a very, I don't want to say dull opening half, but it really has. 4 shots each, 2 shots each on target. We're slightly XGing them, it's slightly ahead in possession. But 2 very evenly matched teams, and now Abby just has to try and outdo me by coughing. We've had all the highlights here, which is making me a bit worried that they're going to get one and score it. Go on, Yeston, beat your man. Shabani, back to Sese. Sese to Mundle. Mundle, boom! Great finish by Romain Mundle. That's a great effort from 25 yards. He's tucked that away beautifully. 1-0 to the Ricky. Can you imagine if we go up via the playoffs again? Again. It's such a brilliant finish. Goalie's got, I don't want to say no chance, but because he hits it low across the turf, it's a lot harder for the goalie to get down to. We have probably deserved it on the balance of play. As Sese whips in another ball, and Okoro heads it just wide. It could be 2. It should be 2. We've had a really, really good half. I thought that we were going to be a little bit tentative going into it. We've been anything but. We've been really positive, really up, really at it. Happy, really, really happy with the way this is going. I told the boys I was happy at half time with how it was going, but I'm not going to be happy if we concede straight off the bat in the second. And we have Kieran Bowie makes it 1-1. Not brilliant from Barry McDonnell. He gives away the ball going forward. You tell he gives it away there, and it's not good. From there, Reading spring the counter. The midfield can't get back. I think Okoro steps out, and Tizard doesn't cover himself in glory either. It's a poor bit of play from all involved, and we've been punished. They have one highlight, they've scored it, as I had a feeling they would do. They've actually got a player called Barry as well, so this is going to get confusing. They've been so much better in the second half. It's a little concerning for me. they've really just stepped on the gas a little bit, and we've just fallen completely by the wayside. We've not had a real presence up front. Barry is playing at 6, so he's going to have to come off in a second. Or will he? This is such a Barry thing to do. He could be playing absolutely terribly and still score a winner here. Shabani into Bremner. He's not going to get there ahead of Lyons Foster, the ex-Spurs player. They hit it forward. Tizard, good touch. Come on, if we can nick it 2-1 after being absolutely battered in the second half, it'd be a really, really big doff of the cap. Actually, it's going to be the other way, isn't it? Oh, good header there by Harvey Say, who finds Butland. Butland to Okoro, back to Tizard. We're playing the ball around nicely. This is the way I want us to play. Great ball by Sesse. Love that. Bremner. Oh, it's an awful effort. Absolutely atrocious effort. The lack of squad depth has really kicked in towards this back end of the season when players have been a little bit out of form. The replacements that have come in haven't been good enough to get us over the line. It's just one of those things. I mean, a 1-1 at home isn't the worst result in the world, but I can't see us going away to Reading and getting a result. I'll take it. We are underdogs. We didn't play as well as we can, but we've kept ourselves in the tie. That's all I can ask for. Oxford absolutely hammered Charlton, so I can see them going through. For anyone wondering about youth intake day, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Not one good player came through. Building the academy is going to be one of my longer term aims, to be fair. I can't believe we're nearly 50 eposodes in. I'm going to have to do something special for the 50th episode. Maybe a look back or something, because we've come so far. So here's the second leg. How are your nerves? How are your nerves? I've had a quiet word with Barry and told him, mate, you were terrible last time, sort it out. I'm only going to make one change to the team, and that is that Harvey Sayer comes back into the fold in place of Katia Kiarte, who had a decent game but didn't really affect it too much. The thing about Kiarte as well is that he can be the second striker if I need to, if Barry is having a bad day or we need to go in there. I give the boys a lot of faith going into this, just reminded them there is no pressure on us to win this game. And there isn't. No one's expecting us to do well here, least of all me. So let's just try and do the best that we can. We already have the first start as Boonen whips into the back post, and yeah, it's in. I mean, the defending from the set piece. We did well to start with, but didn't win enough second balls there. Poor. Look at Boonen there. Purcell comes in, and it all comes out in the wash. See, a bit of a Purcell joke there. And then Cham, or Cham, whatever you want to call it, he's literally just poked it in. Not the start we were after. I had to try and at least keep it tight. Just try and keep it tight to start with at least. They've changed their formation a bit. They've gone 4-4-2 instead of the 4-2-3-1. So theoretically we should be dominating the midfield. But it sure as hell doesn't look like it. Do I try and just bypass the midfield? I can't. The midfield's one of my strongest areas with Sesse, Mundell and Shabani. This is concerning. As Barry plays in Wilkes, he gets there ahead of the goalkeeper and he's missed an absolute sitter. An absolute sitter. We have to do better here. Sarah on the ball. Here we go. Come on. A moment of Harvey quality. He does find Barry. Barry tees it. Shabani to Mundell. He's hit the post. I can't tell if the goalie saved it onto the post, but it's a brilliant effort. And the first time we have a little bit of quality, it's old fan favourite Harvey Sayer providing it with a brilliant ball over the top. Barry does well to set him up. And unlucky for Mundell. That could have been it. That could have been our way back in. At least it's a shot on target. We're beginning to hit shots at least, but I just felt that maybe that first goal, because it was so early on in the game, just rattled us a little bit. Foster finds Cham. Don't foul him. Cham back to Lyons Foster. He heads it. Burry hits the post. One post off each. Still 1-0 to Reading. Jack Butland's had a brilliant game. He's playing at 7.4. Something needs to change here. I've told the boys he's been terrible so far. We need to sort it out. And we do, because this has not been good enough. Now I'm going to do something I don't often do here, and I've decided that it might look a bit more defensive. Actually, I think this is a lot more attacking. What I've done is I've gone to a 5-2-1-2, but I've dropped Hughes back because he's not comfortable playing in that right wing-back role. I've taken off Rob Burns and brought on Katia Kiarte. So we are going for it. I brought a Fori on to sit back into that role. Let's see how we do. I just want to see if I can get a bit more control in that defence, just to work as a platform so we can step forward with the ball a bit more and maybe just go to up and go a bit more direct. I mean, Barry again's turning at 6.3. I'm glad he's going. He's not been the same player since he moved. He doesn't care. And I don't care about him. From hero to villain. That's what it feels like right now. I haven't got long. We've got 20 minutes to go. It's all hands to the pump. All the kickbees going forward. Shove them in there. Mundell, Sese. I'm moving Hughes into that wing-back position anyway. I've literally gone for it. I can't do more. We're going to go off attacking. We're going to go to very attacking. And we just got to go for it. Just get. I've put the ball, go long, hit it in. I mean, Butland's been incredible. He's played at an 8.1, and he's been a brilliant signing this season. Barry McDonald is an absolute fraud. He's a fraud. In the games where it matters, where he could help us get promoted, he has not turned up. He gave away a crucial goal in the draw at home. Pathetic. And Reading win 1-0. Billericay do not get promoted to the English Championship. It's probably around about right. It's been one of those seasons where I think we finally plateaued a little bit, and the squad needs strengthening. It really does. It's not ended the way I wanted it to end. Absolute fraud. He's a fraud, I tell you. Player of the season was Jack Butland. Young player of the season was Callum Sese. Signing of the season, Jack Butland. Goal of the season was Barry. We call him fraud now. Remain Mundell got the most assists. Katia Kiarte, this was the problem. Top goal scorer, Katia. I mean, it obviously was Barry McDonald, but after him, Kiarte with 11 goals, that ain't good enough. That is not good enough by any stretch of the imagination. In a season team meeting, hard to see. I'm going to say I'm confident we can avoid relegation. They like that. Yeah, good. Okay, the boys happy. I'm happy. Well, not happy, but it's been another good year. It's been another good year. There are a lot of things that need sorting. A lot of players that need letting go. A lot of players that can stay. Barry's obviously going. I'm going to need to get myself in a proper striker who is going to take me to that next level. Another year in League One. The jump is pretty massive, but let's see what we can do. It might be a case of Harvey Sayer doesn't come back, and that's gutting in itself. A good year, but a bit disappointing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's episode, everyone. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Sorry we couldn't get the promotion we all wanted, but I think this actually is maybe a good thing for us. We could do it in a couple of years just to try and build the squad up and then be ready to go into the championship when we're there, rather than always sort of like hoping that we do well when we get there. But we will see. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until I see you again. Take care of yourselves, everyone. And stay cool.